Get over here!
There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. Oh, okay. Well, surprised me a little bit there with that ledge, why don't ya? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 16 of Let's Play Blasphemous 2. I'm the Green Scorpion, and... hello. Well, that's interesting. I guess we'll figure out about that later. So, good to see y'all. Welcome to episode 16 of Let's Play Blasphemous 2. In the last episode, we made our way to the Two Moons, and now we're going to see where this all leads, because we are aiming to make it to the next boss fight. Ow. And... well, okay, I broke the mirror, so does it want me to, like... I'm gonna try something. Oh. Well, okay. I opened up that, but... this opened up. Oh. Oh, what do we have here? Do I have to break everything? Or this might be a situation where I have to come here maybe with the place flipped upside down is what I'm assuming. I also just noticed that there is something over yonder that I may have to look into. Yeah, right there. So oh, I see it now. I see it. Okay. So, I figured it out. So yeah, it's good to be back, y'all. Been wanting to play this game, and it's been, quite an interesting week for several reasons, and I'll get into why in a moment, because, boy, do I have something I want to talk to y'all about. And it does have to do with that verse from Ecclesiastes that I just read. But, at the same time, I do want to kind of, like, focus on making sure I, do this properly and be able to focus, because, again... this game's not easy. And I think I have this pretty much in the bag. Yeah, baby. And then there's these guys. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, this thing does a lot of damage. Holy smoke. Well, good thing I have that flamethrower. Yeah, I'm wondering now if, like, maybe I have to, like, break all these mirrors. Or something along those lines. I can go down here. Can't block that. Oh, you sneak. You almost hit me there. Alright, so. Hope everyone's been having a good time. It's been... quite a fun time going through this area. And something that I've been wanting to kind of talk about today as the requisite sermon for this... oh! I'm wisened up to your tricks, pal. Something I kind of wanted to talk about in today's sermon, so to speak, is the importance of... and this is gonna seem kind of obvious, but at the same time, it's one of those things that not a lot of people understand. And that's the importance of picking your battles. So something that's been going on, that's been a struggle for a lot of people, and it's understandable because of, like, the current state of things, is sometimes we gotta be discerning about, like, what battles are worth fighting and which ones are worth just leaving alone, at least for the time being. And I had this, actually, I actually had this particular concept challenge me greatly, recently, because holy smoke, there has been a lot going on, not just in general, but also with me personally, that's just been kind of just difficult to deal with. And a lot of it has to do with understanding that discernment or discretion is a very, very valuable asset to have. I don't know how many of y'all ever had to do this, but have you ever had to deal with a problem? And that problem was, like, kind of one of those things that kind of just, like, ate away at your, like, subconscious for a good while, to the point where you just couldn't let it go. That was kind of me, recently. Not just in terms of, just in terms of everything in general, but, in terms of dealing with certain problems where I found myself put into a position where I thought I was doing the right thing, and I ended up screwing up for all intents and purposes. Now, was I at fault? Well, that's kind of, like, up to interpretation depending on who you ask, and that's the thing, right? I've seen a lot of situations where so many people were kind of just like, oh, I thought I was doing, like, doing something right here, or, like, you know, I did not mean to do this, or I did not mean to offend, or I did not mean to hurt someone, you know? Well, I've had to have a couple conversations recently about that very concept, and it's one of those things where you kind of have to realize that it doesn't matter whether you intended it or not. It matters more that it happened, and from there, it's a matter of, will you recognize... Ah, damn it. Okay, I gotta try that again. Do you recognize it enough to be able to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I did mess up, and maybe this isn't a hill I want to die on. That's the main aspect that I've been seeing a lot of people struggle with, is that what hill are you all willing to die? What hill are y'all willing to die on here? Sometimes it ain't worth it, guys. And I've kind of had to discover that recently. Alright, so if I can do... There we go, got it. Perfect. So why do I bring this up all of a sudden? Well, aside from the fact that I had a bit of a recent personal experience regarding it, it's also something that I feel is very important to apply now, considering that there's a lot of, like, oppressive shit going on that, yeah, we want to fight it, we want to, like, you know, go up against it, but there is a time to fight, there is a time to, like, you know, there's a time to oppose, there is a time to basically say, hey, no, I don't stand for this. Another waxy. But there are also times where you kind of just have to be like, you know what? Is this fight worth fighting? And I don't mean to say that by saying it's like, oh, like, you know, these fights aren't worth it. They are. They actually are. But the difference therein is whether or not you have the necessary discretion to understand, hey, like, is this fight worth fighting right now? Do I have the resources? Do I have the capabilities of fighting this fight? Or should I practice discretion and be like, you know what? Maybe this is a situation where I should maybe step to the side for now, and if I can find the proper means to, like, go about this problem, then I can handle it. And that's kind of the thing that, like, and that's kind of the thing that, like, a lot of people I've noticed struggle with, is that idea of, you know, oh, like, is this oh, jeez, okay. Is this, like, something I should, like, get myself involved in, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of been, like, what's been going on, and I'm actually surprised I've been managing to
find the proper opportunity to talk about this sort of thing, especially because recently I've been having trouble just playing this game. Because, damn. Okay, this is an interesting room. Oh, I just realized there's something up there. Oh. Haha, got you. Now, the thing is, I don't think I can make it up there. I think I gotta find another place to flip the temple. And maybe make my way that way then. Oh, these guys absolutely melt to Veredicto. Alright, good to know. Oh, I see. Got it. Got it. Alright, time limit. Well, that didn't work. Reset it. Boom, baby. Awesome. So yeah, that is one of those things where it's like, you know, it is a struggle to deal with. I've been struggling to deal with it myself. And, oh, you know what? I think I know what I gotta do. So if I bring that there, right? Oh. I think I see it. Let's actually put it here because, like, whether I go about it one way or the other, I should be able to figure this out. This is a very interesting puzzle. Okay, so yeah, I think what's happening here is that I gotta go, I think I gotta go, like, up and about. Because if I go back here, then that puts me back here, right? Oh! Okay, so that begs the question. Now that I opened that up, if I go back, will those thorns be open again? This is a really cool area, honestly. Like, again, I was, like, talking about, like, the Stone Tower Temple. Someone also brought up the, Okay, no, they're still there. Someone also brought up the upside down castle from Symphony of the Night, which, you know what? I can believe that actually being the actual inspiration here. Is that enough? No. Yeah, I don't know if like maybe I can cheese this. I was able to make that. No. Okay, I got up that way another way. So what I think I gotta do is, yeah, okay. I think I see what I gotta do. I basically gotta go around and kind of like approach this from the other angle. That's a really cool puzzle. And I think by doing that, like, that's also gonna open up the other areas. I think so. Honestly, I think I can leave these guys alone for the time being. So, because I got Tears of Atonement for days. Then again, the ones in my way might be a little bit of an issue. Oh, you were already turned around. Damn it. Ah. Get rid of you. There we go. But yeah, that also, like, genuinely makes me curious as well. Have you guys ever been into a situation where you find yourself in a battle that's just maybe... You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have gotten involved in this scenario because, you know, it wasn't my place type of thing. Or at the same time, like, on a more grander scale, because that's also how I feel about, like, current events. I was having an interesting conversation with my friend, Patty. You guys might remember Patty from my, Hollow Knight playthrough. He and I have some really cool conversations, and one of them in particular that he and I had were more so about the importance of, you know, fighting, fighting the power type of thing, you know. We were talking about, like, the importance of, like, protests and, you know, like, standing up for, like, what's right and everything. And it was actually really interesting because, now, don't take this the wrong way, because I, for one, am someone who understands the importance of protests. I think they are very important. I think they are very effective, or at least they should be effective. And I understand that, like, you know, it is a good thing to do. I also struggle to really, come to, like, gel with the idea, if that makes any sense. And again, it's not because I necessarily, like... It's not because I necessarily find fault in it, or rather, like, I don't see, like, the importance of it, but rather, it's one of those things that I never really felt I was good at, for all intents and purposes. Now, again, don't take that the wrong way. I think, like, if you feel that there is a very important topic, that is out there that you feel very strongly about, by all means, go and protest, because that is a very, very important thing to do. I am also, admittedly, the type of person who is like, you know... I also feel like I wouldn't necessarily, like, be all that effective there. Not because, like, you know, I wouldn't have nothing to say, but it's more along the lines of, like, it's not where I personally feel the most effective. I actually recently got invited, to a political event, believe it or not. ComicFoil and, his wife Allie actually invited me to this, and it was actually really interesting because, we basically went to this event that was being held by someone, and it was about the importance of being informed. Like, knowing your rights, knowing, the, exact details of the law, and understanding that, hey, this, might be a thing, but understand that, like, you know, if you are put into this situation, understand what you need to know, understand what you can do in order to not only protect yourself, but protect those around you. And that was a really, really cool, like, event to go to. Again, did I personally gain something out of it? I would say so. Specifically because, again, it was less about protesting and, like, you know, confrontation or anything, and it was more just, you know what, this is at least important for me to know because, you know, who knows, I might run into this scenario myself one of these days. So that was interesting to experience, admittedly. Oh, boy. Oh, and it knocked me all the way back here, too. How do I activate Rega again? How do I activate Rega again? Ah, I lost it. There we go. Yeah, I am a bit lost in this area because this is a maze, man. Although I do see some place I can go this way, so maybe if I take that one fountain down, I should be able to see where I'm supposed to go. Now, my question is, like, again, I'm not entirely sure if I'm supposed to be breaking those mirrors. I don't think so, because no other environmental area has really given me that sort of prompt, or that sort of idea. I think I can leave you alone for the time being. Now then. There is a prie-dieu, right over here, so I can, replenish myself here. Good. Now the question is, I think I remember this. Okay, I think I see. There is a door that opened via that bell, to the left. There we go. Oh! So if I break this... Okay. Oh! Oh, this is new. Darkness. Through the brink of anguish. I hear a bell tolling. Okay. That was a thing. What just happened? Okay, so that just happened. And I believe, yes, that will open up this area, I believe. So... And there's actually something... It led me to, did this lead me to a new room? It did. So if we move forward, I believe we will find where we are supposed to go. It's nice to see that Rega can really just deal with those guys in 2 shots. Okay, so I need to move fast here. Alright, got it. Okay, I did not see that there. That was close. Okay, so we got that. Oh yeah, this makes that easy. Perfect. See, what am I telling you guys? Pick your battles. And, especially if you know how to cheese those battles sometimes, you know? Alright. So, and this will this will lead me over here in order to open this up. Perfect. So then, I believe with that, I can take that fountain back up. Okay, yep, I think I figured this place out pretty handily now that I know where the heck I'm going. I can kind of just leave y'all to do your business. I don't necessarily need to fight every battle here. Despite the lucrative, despite the chance for more Tears of Atonement. There we go. Alright, so we take this fountain up, and that should take us back. We do have to do a bit of a round. Oh, no, not really, actually. If we can take that Predu, and we save there, that should put us in prime position. I do notice that the mirrors stay broken in some areas. That might also be because like of me using the Predu, but at the same time, like maybe this is asking too much, but like it would be really hilarious to me if there was like some sort of like genocide pacifist run difference in this place, depending on like how you went about breaking the mirrors. That would be funny. Okay. What the... Wait a second. Is that? Oh. Zona Fermosa Fembra. Oh, boy. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, you're using a lot of electricity. So I may want to switch up my... I may want to switch up my loadout to use electric resistance. But let's see how this plays out, actually. Oof. Because I'm doing pretty decently so far. Okay. Yeah, Federico is working perfectly here so far. Okay, good. Let's turn the fire on. Oh, jeez. Okay. Take a flask. Turn the fire off. I need to find more opportunity here. Ooh, this theme, yo. I did not mean to use that. That's fine. Ooh, turn that off. Oh, sick. Okay, that's pretty good. We're getting all bullet hell over here. Careful. Ugh, I got one flask left. But we're doing good so far. Ooh. Okay. Well, use that last flask. Let's turn this on. What's up, puppy? I hear you back there. Yeah, I know. This lady's scary. Ugh. Okay, let's be discreet here. Okay. Oh no, another. Oh shoot. Okay, one more. Ooh. Careful. Oh. The thing! I forgot I had that equipped! Okay, I got no magic for spells, but I got my flasks back. Flask? Oh, hey! Why'd you hit me after the Well, okay. We got it. I forgot I had that equipped. Ah, damn! That was awesome. The mirrored key. Which, by the way, can we talk about the lady that's lying right there? I think that's a lady. Is that who I think it is? I forget her name. Well, we're gonna find out in a moment, I hope.
Pronto este sarcófago de cristal se abrirá. La reliquia de mi lengua incorrupta y sus secretos ahora serán vuestros. Así pues, esta sombra nada más puede daros. Marcho ahora a aquel lugar que está entre la luz y ninguna parte. Esta será nuestra despedida. Paloma, que del azabache tomáis el color. Abandonad ahora vuestra cárcel de oro.
Oh, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Also, hello. Chisel engraved wounds. I hope that's not who I think it is. Chisel engraved wounds emits a ghostly sound when approaching hidden corners. So, it's a secret finder. What do we got? A small silver medallion that still shows the markings of an expert goldsmith. The craftsman, in his madness, tried to imprint on the metal the tolling of a bell that only he was able to hear. We also got a key item. Okay, we got the wax seed and we got the fervent kiss. I gotta remember where we're supposed to take the wax seeds. Mirrored key. Key plundered from the remains of Susona, tormented in 2 moons. It opens the last of the cages in the Chapel of the 5 Doves. The lake was a mirror. The palace could be seen in its reflection, a memory of what once existed. Only the miracle allowed us such sight, as the palace was long lost. They say the old bell, the one in the highest tower, plummeted down and sank in the lake, where no one could ever retrieve it from. But one night, with the moon at its fullest, something strange happened. Within the surface of the lake, the bell could be seen, hanging on top of its tower, like it had never fallen. And then it tolled. A deep, somber toll that reverberated and tore the silence apart. The lake rippled, and its waters wrinkled like the skin of an old man. The waves spread along the surface, crossing each other, tracing creases and folds that distorted the reflection of the palace. Those watching the lake witnessed in horror how their own reflections changed shape. Their faces stretched and twisted, their eyes sank within their skulls, their mouths opened agape in impossible silent screams. That was the curse of the bell. What they saw in the water was not a distorted reflection now, but reality. Abominable creatures, damned for eternity.
El corazón descendido acorta irrefrenablemente el tiempo de descanso entre sus estruendosos latidos y nos anuncia así el inminente nacimiento del nuevo hijo. Apurad vuestros pasos hasta su encuentro, penitente.
Well, alright then. Why do I suddenly feel like this lady might be a villain? Who knows? So if I go back here, is she still there? Yeah, she's still there. I hope that wasn't... what's her name? I don't remember. But now that we did that, we can start heading up to the Crimson Reigns. The question is, do we want to do that now? Or is this the point where I should start tackling the DLC? Because, I still have the opportunity to do that. Not to mention, I think I have a couple things that I want to take back to where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so I think, it seems like I should be able to come back to this. I can go back to the lady with the hand in order to give her another kiss, I guess. And there might be a couple of other things I might be able to do. Again, I gotta remember where I'm supposed to take those wax seeds. And then there's this, which, Yeah, that heads towards towards Santa Vigilia, which I think again is DLC. So, I don't see anywhere. Yeah, someone in the comments, like, let me know where I'm supposed to take those wax seeds, because I'm not entirely sure as of now. But, I think I am next supposed to go to Crimson Reigns, so I'll have to figure that out later. For now, I think I'm gonna start making my way to Santa Vigilia, because I believe I want to start heading to that. But first, let's head back to the city. Because, do I want to be back here? Oh, yeah, I gotta purge my guilt, because I still have, that combination equipped. This one. The Path of the Believer. Castula and Trifon. Yeah, I had to remember that that was the thing I had equipped. I cannot believe I forgot I had that equipped, and that saved my ass during that boss fight. At that point, I'm really, like, fine just keeping it at this point, because that's pretty awesome. I'm also wondering if, like, there's maybe more with, the shops. I'll have to check. Sí, por favor.
El sacramento ha sido completado. Ahora, marchad con sosiego.
I'm wondering if there's going to be something involving this guy, and I'm starting to wonder if those flowers were here before. If I purge enough guilt from him, because, like, this is the type of game that would pull something like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and meet up with the shopkeeper over here and see if there's anything else that we can find. And I think I'm going to go down to the shop, where the guy was in the cage, because apparently I got something for him. Yep, this lady.
Vos señaláis.
Just another mark of martyrdom, really.
Habéis adquirido el último de mis productos. Os ofrezco mis reverencias. En mi escaparate ya no quedan más enseres que ofreceros. Mis disculpas.
That's okay. Thank you very much, lady. I appreciate your business. Speaking of, was this here before? I don't know if I remember that being there before. And then, yeah, I'm just trying to remember, like, where everything else is and what, like, I have and have not explored yet. So, if I want to head down here, yeah, I should be able to make my way down this way. And then, make my way down. So, that works perfectly fine. So, something that's actually been brought up that a couple of people actually were asking me about, right, is how I feel about this game compared to the first Blasphemous. Still a little bit early to say because I haven't beaten the game yet, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. As of right now, were I to pick which one was, like, the better of the two games, as of right now, I would probably say the first game. And the only reason I say that is because, I don't know, I feel like the first game had a little bit better overall focus. It's kind of hard to explain. But at the same time, like, this game has, like, a lot to offer. So it's a bit of a hard decision to make. Like, because I think both games are fantastic. I've been having a crap ton of fun with this one.
Puede que tenga algo para vos. Si es así, tomadlo y marchaos.
Alright, so Sahel of the Cruelest Thorn creates a barrier of thorns that inflicts miasma damage. And the Veteran one increases the strength of Sarmiento and Centella.
Habéis adquirido la última de mis mercancías. Sin embargo, nunca sabemos cuándo el milagro nos otorgará nuevas bendiciones.
Alright, so that's the last of that. Now then, if we go to the collection of figurines, the Veteran one, where might that one be? There it is. That looks like Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, that looks like the penitent one. Yeah, with Sarmiento and Centella. So yeah, that makes sense now that I think about it. The veteran one, sheltered by shadows that reigned within the ceilings that abandoned palace. Orospina laughed. Her silhouette insinuated in the dim light, aristocratic clothing made of burgundy and white silk crowned by a delicate mask of ornate porcelain. From the paneling up high hung thin strands of pure gold, a trapeze for her aerial dance that she used to attack with the precision of a wasp. Far below, the corpse of intruders, fool enough to enter her domain, piled up against the luxurious marble, crimson now with their blood. Yet one victim clung to life, his eyes ever darting from shadow to shadow in a fruitless search for his executioner. On the edge of his vision, the sheen of her sword appeared and vanished, a long, thin rapier that reflected the shine of the candlelight and gold decorating the grim halls. Orospina, delighted by the agony and fear of her prey, patiently waited for the perfect moment to deliver her deadly strike. A thrust, a muted scream, then silence. The palace once more velveted by riches and death. And then we also got a prayer. Zehel of the cruelest thorn. Verse to the sacred fruit, which, far from quenching the pilgrim's hunger, fed on his body, taking root around him and keeping him alive in penance. Let's try it out. Nope. Ah. Huh. Kinda cool. So it's the classic leaf shield, jewel satellite, skull barrier type of thing. Yeah, I'm willing to try Zehel. I'm gonna be real, in terms of the chance, I'm not really feeling Taranto to my sister all too much. But I do like the Temple of the Three Winds, which I believe was the Ay, mama. Ow. Let me see if I can get enough mana to, there we go, to use it, because if I believe this is the one where like it sends 3 whirlwinds forward, right? It is. Yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna keep this set for now. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I think what I want to do is like make my way, oh, I gotta go up. I think I'll make my way to the lady with the hand to give her another kiss, because I got another one of those. And then we can go from there. I think I might start Santa Vigilia, just to see where that might lead, and then we can go from there. We still got time. I'm wondering how long it'll take, though. Okay, I see. Oh, no, I'm supposed to go in here first and then go up. My bad. Now, you guys can go ahead and stay over there. And you can go ahead and be in your agony in here. That's fine with me. Oh, yeah, this is new. Because I have not done this yet. Beautiful. Aha! A sealed envelope. Ooh, is this a key item? It is a key item. Letter found in a room of the Streets of Wakes, or the Street of Wakes. It exudes a dark aura of danger. Dear anonymous reader, if thou readest these lines, it is because thine curiosity has suppressed thine will. Thou hast dared to open this sealed letter, thus committing a grave crime and illegitimately taking possession of that which it contains, which is none other than my curse. Thine is now as thine had been the sin. With these words inscribed in black ink, I curse thee to follow in my footsteps, the same footsteps of another sinner I followed, and another, and another, and another, thus perpetuating the curse. The first steps of the one who seeks redemption lies in performing an act of humility. For this, thou must seek out the largest looking glass, prostrate thyself on before thine reflection, look thyself in the eye, and beg forgiveness. Cursed letter, page 1. Page 1 of the letter of the nameless ones. Oh, so this is a whole... Oopsie. I think something happened with my recording, guys. Yep, it did. So give me a second here. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I figured out what happened. There was a bit of a memory issue with my drive. So that's all fixed now. Not that it's a huge deal because, again, we're kind of nearing the end of the episode anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up these last orders of business here. And that includes going over here to meet up with this lady. This very pompous hand. So let's go ahead and deal with that. It's a good thing I got that alert about the recording failing because, like, oh boy, that would have been like really bad to have lost all that progress. The good news is that all of the video that I had was already saved, and I went the wrong way, didn't I? All the video I had was saved, so I didn't really lose much of anything. So we are pretty much good on that end. So then. Let's stop at the Prie-Dieu real quick. Refill up on our health and our flasks, and let's talk to her.
Oh, peligrés colmado de fe y adoración hacia mi divinidad. Vuestro fervor ya rebosa. Podéis marchar recordando siempre que aquí, ante mi dulce bendición, obtendréis todo mi amparo.
So, did we get all the fervor we can?
Podéis marchar recordando siempre.
Yep, she says the same thing. Yeah, I'm wondering now, like, was that all of the fervor we can get? Like, did we max that out? I'm just curious to see if, like, there's anything else here. It doesn't look like it. So, yeah. And that mirrored key, was for the dove, so we don't have the key to go in there yet. So, what I want to do now is if we go to this Prie-Dieu, we should be able to go over this way. There are a couple of things that I could do, like maybe explore around the area, but I'm thinking now is a good opportunity to try and see if maybe I can do a little bit of what's going on with this DLC. That being said, if y'all in the audience feel like maybe it's too soon for me to do this, or do you think I should like go ahead and like explore for more treasures and everything before actually like really dedicating myself to this, by all means. For now, however, I am interested in at the very least exploring what might be here to see where that will lead. So, let's do this. Oh, I am going to have fun with that. Oh, geez, okay. Had a little bit of a hiccup there with the footage. Okay, it doesn't reach far enough for that enemy, so I might actually switch back to the flamethrower for that one. Or I can be a little more discreet. Oof. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe I should go with the flamethrower instead. So, yeah. Serrana of the Kindled Hearth. Yeah, that's gonna work a lot better. And are you guys just gonna continuously, like, come after me? Oh, I see. Yeah, there's something up there. Oh, did I die already? I see now. Well, I guess I'm going through here without being able to cast my spells for a little while. I see. Okay. Yeah, let's see how far I can go before I bite the dust. Maybe I'll have an opportunity to replenish this somehow. Though, again, I have no idea. And there we have another lump of gold. So there's that. Yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of like... I'm just gonna have to, like, go forward and, like... snag whatever I can. I am really liking this music, though. This is very pretty. Oh, geez. What do we got? Oh, okay. We got cannons now. Good to know. What I'm gonna struggle with here is the fact that, thanks to the revival thing, I no longer have magic I can work with. So, I'm gonna be relying purely on my weapons. And we got some new enemies here. Aw, jeez. Okay. Thorns off the ground. Good to know. Very good to know. Yeah, I can't really work with this without my magic, so I'm gonna head back to the city and get that situated because, owie, that did not work out the way I was hoping it would. So, let's try this again. This time with feeling, hopefully. Sorry, man, I'm making you do a lot for me here. Hello. Concentrated Sphere of Guilt. Another one. Didn't we have one of those already? Imperfect Sphere of Guilt. Concentrated Sphere of Guilt. Significantly reduces the amount of guilt the penitent one drops upon death. I just realized, is that the last of the rosary beads? No way, right?
Una nueva flor sobre mi manto es vuestra. Siento la culpa entrar en mí, acompañada de fríos temblores, y mi mente aparece dormida, sumisa. Os seguiré sirviendo como así dicta mi propósito. ¿Deseáis entonces limpiaros de vuestra culpa? Sea, pues. El sacramento ha sido completado. Ahora, marchad con sosiego.
Okay, yeah, so there are more flowers being bloomed here, and I'm getting those concentrated, like, beads of guilt, so... Yeah, this combination that I have with, Castula and Trifon is good, but at the cost of, like, having to deal with all of that guilt, once I actually do die. So therein lies the, risk with doing that. So, yeah. What the plan is, I think, here is, I'm gonna see if I can go through Santa Vigilia as much as I can before heading into... what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to find a Prie-Dieu, and then we're going to call it an episode there. Because I think at this point, I should be able to handle what is to come here. I just need to be more careful about it. And not run into attacks like a dumb, stupid idiot. Yeah, I just realized that there's someone, like, spawning those up there. Yeah, the flamethrower is going to work really well with dealing with these guys, without having to Okay. I am understanding now. I am understanding now. Huh, there's a certain range at which he attacks me, which, okay, no, that's good. I can deal with that. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, Veredicto is able to handle those guys with only 2 shots, so that's good. As long as I don't give you an opportunity to attack me, it seems I should be able to handle that just fine. Okay. Good. Alright, careful. Okay, they are very resistant to fire. Still, I should be able to handle that just fine. Yup. Thank you, Veredicto, with your great range. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alright. Oh, man, I'm digging this music. This is very pretty. Okay, we actually found the Pradue pretty quickly. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here. So, yeah, we are here now in Santa Vigilia. And let's see how far we can take this. So, thank you guys for joining me for episode 16 of Let's Play Blasphemous 2. In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and continue exploring Santa Vigilia. And we shall see if the battles forward are within our capabilities of fighting, and fight them we shall. But, on that note, remember everyone to be discreet, to be wise, and to understand when to pick up the pen, when to pick up the sword, and when to just pick up nothing. Learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward. Also, if there's anything you guys would like me to cover, biblically, spiritually, or otherwise, if there's like any sort of struggle that you guys feel like you would like my interpretation on, or like something that you would like answered, I will do my best to answer it from a biblical sense, because yeah, no, I really like doing these sermons. Kind of like sort of haphazard sermons, I like, admittedly, but you know, I try to impart some semblance of like wisdom based on my own experiences with the Bible and spirituality and faith. Are there some lessons or some issues or some biblical like ideas that you guys would like me to talk about? Please go ahead and mention them in the comments below, because I could use some more ideas, and I would like an opportunity to tackle things that you guys might be struggling with more directly. So, on that note, thank you guys for joining me. See you guys next time.